Moments with Isobel. Today we're going to be discussing a very interesting but disturbing issues in our society today, which is teenage pregnancy. Here with me on set, I have two sweet teenagers. I have Winifred Edelso. Winifred, you're welcome to the show. And I have Lisa Osaye. Lisa, you're very welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma'am.
Just like I said, we are going to be discussing on teenage pregnancy. So, Lisa, who do you consider as a teenager?
Okay, well, a teenager is a person between the ages of 13 to 19. Because of that word, teen, what makes them a teenager?
Okay, between the ages of 13 to 19. Okay, Winifred, do you agree with that?
Yes, I do. 100%.
Okay, if I may ask, what are the possible ways teenagers can learn about sex education, Winifred?
They can learn about it from their parents, they can learn about it from their schools, and they can also learn about it on
Do
social media.
you think parents really educate their girl child on sex education?
Honestly, in our society, it depends on the parents. Because some parents prioritize financial education over sexual education.
Okay.
They don't think that some children should be able to know or hear some particular words regarding sex education. That's why they don't know.
You passed through secondary school. Of course, you are into higher institution now. Can you count how many times you were taught sex education in your secondary school?
Twice.
Twice. Okay. Will you say that was good enough?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't good enough.
If I wasn't already informed, I'd be very ignorant because I wouldn't know what sex education is. It wasn't really detailed. We were just skimming the surface.
Okay, that is rigmaroling.
Yes.
Lisa, do you have anything to add to that?
Well, like she said, it's not hard twice. For me, they started teaching me about sex education right from primary school. Because the primary school I went to, right from primary 5, primary 4, start learning because people start undergoing changes. Some people undergo puberty on time, others late. So we were taught about sex education right from the beginning.
Do you think sex education is taught in churches? Because I feel this cuts across our society. And when we talk about society, we're talking about the school, we're talking about the family as the primary social group of a child, and also we talk about the church. So I don't think, I want to ask a question. Have you ever come about sex education be taught in the church, maybe in the teens class, or maybe as a seminar or symposium?
Okay. In churches, depends on the church too. But for me, the church I attended, I think, yes, they taught about it, but not as a seminar.
Not in depth.
Not in depth, and that does the service.
Okay. Do you think sex education should be taught in churches?
Yes, it should.
Why?
Should, but not all the time. I don't know how to put it, but it should be taught in churches, especially to the younger teen, because they should be well informed, and they should also use biblical scriptures to guide them.
Okay.
So that help them have a better understanding and consequences to come if they don't follow the scripture.
Okay. So, in what possible ways can female teenagers become pregnant? I mean, causes of teenage pregnancies.
Okay. You have unprotected sex. You have rape. You have, I think those are the major ones for me. Unprotected sex and rape. Because unprotected sex is, yes, you gave your consent, but you did not use protection. The rape is you didn't give your consent.
So one is conceptual and the other one
There's no consent.
consensual. Okay. How will I put this now? Do you, when, as a teenager, if I may ask, I want to go down this train now because we are talking to teenagers I like, just like you. When do you feel a teenager is supposed to have intimate relationship with the opposite sex? When do you feel in your own, I'll call it advice, intimate relationship? We're not going on intimate relationship.
I don't think a teenager should be having intimate relationship with the other gender.
Okay.
Because as a teenager, between the ages of 13 to 19, nothing really concerns you that one now. You're supposed to be focusing on your book. You're not supposed to be in secondary school.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be having intimate relationship. I'm not saying relationship as a whole, but intimate relationship with the other gender. Not saying she concern you that one. As the teen.
In other words, you are telling us that in that your teenage age or your teenage circle, you should be focused on other things rather than intimate, like your education and so on and so forth. Lisa, what do you have to say about that?
I also concur with what she said. As a teenager, even though they say that that's the law in Nigeria, is from 18 you're already an adult. So far you're still under your parents at that age, you don't have that freedom, yet you're still under a body of guardians that are protecting you. I don't feel that if you have anything to do with someone intimately, because even if the outcome of pregnancy comes, you're not the one that's going to handle it yourself. You will still meet your guardian. So for now, as a teenager, between that age of 13 to 19, should not stay challenged.
Let's talk about peer pressure, because peer pressure is one of the significant, how will I put it now, pressure that is on, the girl gender. Let's so to see. I have come across teenagers where they speak, they interact with themselves and say, oh, you don't have a boyfriend, so you're not supposed to be in our clique. What do you think about that? Is that supposed to be?
It's not normal. It shouldn't be normal, but they've normalized it in our society. Having a boyfriend shouldn't be some sort of achievement that requires, it shouldn't be an initiation into a particular clique. It's not normal. That's what I don't have.
Listen.
Yeah, for me, if that is what is required for you to be in a particular friend group, why don't join at home? Because it is not supposed to be a requirement. As a teenager, you are literally somebody that's just discovering more about yourself. You're undergoing changes. You are learning new things every day. And a boyfriend is not supposed to be your priority at that moment.
Because if you have a boyfriend, you are shifting your focus on your main focus on yourself and your education towards him.
Exactly.
Because you have to learn how to please him and some other things.
Yeah.
So your main focus as a teenager should be on yourself. Self-discovery, building yourself.
What are the signs that a girl is supposed to look out for in a relationship, Lisa?
Okay. In a relationship, let me give it from my own perspective.
Okay.
If a boy should approach you that he likes you and he wants to be more than friends, the first thing is his method of approach. How did he approach you? How was he dressed? How did he talk? How did he communicate with you? There are signs that somebody will give you when they know what they want from you. What do they want from you? They will give you signs that the person will look out for. And if, okay, for adventure, the signs were positive. In that relationship, what are you looking out for? Number one, make sure that he is not manipulative. He is not using your emotions against you. He's not a gaslighter. He's not dishonest. He does not move around anyhow. Because even in the course of the relationship and something happens other than teenage pregnancy, you can contact STDs which you didn't plan for and which you don't know how to handle.
Okay, let's talk about setting boundaries. What are the boundaries to set when you perceive, a relationship?
Okay, if a female is trying to get or is getting into a relationship with a male, setting boundaries you should set. Let's say, for example, sexualizing a relationship. If the female has no interest in sexualizing the relationship with the male, she should make it as clear as day to the male that I don't want anything sexual in this relationship. I want it to just be pure, just be both of us, nothing there. And if the male tries to force on you or he disregards your opinion, then you should run away because that's a very big red flag. Okay. If he tries to force certain things on you, certain things that you don't like, certain things that you don't want to do against your will on you, run away because he's not ready. He doesn't really care about you. He just wants to use you for your body.
What are the causes? Let's look at the causes of teenage pregnancy. The causes of teenage pregnancy.
Like my friend said,
yes,
unprotected sex is the cause of teenage pregnancy.
Okay.
Peer pressure. Some peers think having a child at a young age is some sort of achievement. They have this cemented mentality. They think if you are able to raise a child at 16 to like when you are 32, your child does not have your age.
If I may cut you there, don't you think it can be an achievement? Because some girls get pregnant and go back to school.
Some.
Can you say?
Some, not all.
Mm-hmm.
Some, not all.
My question there is that if even you get pregnant and go back to school, is it an achievement?
I'd say it's a derail in your destiny.
Lisa, can you help us though? You can.
That can't even be an achievement. Okay. Now, even as you have that pregnancy, there is no way that okay, let's say for that period of pregnancy, let's say because it is 9-8 months, you are going to school, let's say the first 4 months, it will get to a point where it is so obvious. And you as a person might not want other people to know. You go into hiding. You don't want other people to know you are home. At that point, your education is already forced. So, and you say you are coming back, it's an achievement. If you know it was an achievement, why hide it? Why didn't you come out, be free with yourself? If you know really that what you did was an achievement, then why are you hiding it? Why did you stop schooling for that option and you came back? Why didn't you finish everything first? Do the right thing and at the end, get your child. Because there's no rush.
And another thing, when a pregnant lady leaves school, that period of time when she's out of school, that 5 to 6 months, to go back to the school. It's not as easy as they make it
To
seem.
incorporate
To
again.
incorporate yourself back to the school, to adjust back to school system. It's not easy.
Okay.
You have to get used to it again, and it's not easy.
Even that